Here we go. We're back with this horror game, which name has escaped me. It's almost like I've got some kind of amnesia. Well, here we are. We're back with Amnesia. Played through what I think is about a third of the game. So I'm probably not gonna finish the game up today. If I would have had a regular stream, we might have been able to do it, play a little bit longer. But I was just checking through someone's playthrough up until the point where I reached last week. And it's not even halfway, and we're gonna do probably a shorter stream today than last week, so we're not gonna finish it up today. Unless I just speed through it somehow, which I'm probably not gonna do. So yeah, we're about to take an elevator somewhere, who God knows where, and had a good time last week playing it. It wasn't as scary as I would have thought. Feels more like a puzzle game that happens to be in like a haunted castle, and I guess I could have played it a little bit slower in some sections where we had enemies, maybe check them out, maybe kind of try to sneak around them and get some more horror experience that way, but I don't know. I guess I'm not trying to 100% anything or stuff like that, we're just trying to do what we need to do, kind of, and I kind of want to, you know, try to find every room and stuff like that, but yeah, let's continue on. So here we are, in the elevator. The castle seemed to have been overtaken by some weird things, whatever this is. And we're in the elevator, going down. Hopefully this works now. We never tried this, so I think it should. Okay. Seems like we've gone through all the text at least. On these loading screen menus. It's gonna be interesting to see if I can remember all... Oh, wait a minute, am I supposed to stop this? No. This might not be the optimal place to stop. Well, that's good. Alright, we got walking, we got crouching, we got leaning, which we haven't used too much. It's a very slow lean. It's a good lean though. And we got our inventory, yes. So we still got a drill, we got some medicine. Surgical needle, this is basically a lockpick, and wow, we're running low on lantern. So I should definitely start using my tinders to probably get the light going in a couple of rooms. Slight headache, that's fine. All is good. Alright, all is good. All is good. Love to hear it. What?
Come, this way. What was that? Forgive me, I should have warned you. One of my responsibilities as a Baron is that of a prison warden. This is where criminals are locked up.
Like a dungeon?
Very much so. Come, don't linger.
Well, that's always fun, heading into a dungeon. And we haven't found any secret things hidden anywhere. So the game is not really rewarding curiosity and exploration more than it needs to for solving puzzles, of course. Oh, can I light that? Well, let's not do that. But I'm still gonna look around everywhere. I mean, of course. Rats. Oh. Oh, okay. Hearing faint voices down in the dungeon. Why is my character afraid? I'm not afraid. Or am I? We got basically no fuel in this one. I can't believe I used that much. I guess I have. This is actually pretty bad. I'm hoping I haven't soft-locked myself. What? Why can't I light the thing? Okay, there we go. This effect is weird. Oh god, it's so dark. Holy crap. Can't light that. But it's actually giving away some light. I guess I am wherever I'm walking. Okay, well that's fine. Gotta preserve some light sources here. This is... Picked up hammer. I want to put this chair on its... So it wants to be askew. But it can't be. It has to be correct like this. Yes. Alright. Man, I'm feeling bad about my lack of lantern fuel here, but we'll see.
What was that?
What was that? Okay. Kinda got... What the hell? That's not what you want to hear. Maybe it's fine. Okay, I can't use it. Maybe because my character is scared or something, I don't know. Yeah, this is a new level of... so dark everywhere. Why is my character this scared? I don't know. It's weird. That's not a door. Well, it is a door. That's exactly what it is. Pick it up. Thank you. Alright, we actually got some fuel. Can I rearrange my inventory? I can't. I kind of wish to have that closer to that one. I'm gonna keep that in a separate container for now. And let's fill it up if we need it. Insanity, well, we're... I don't know why this is. Oh god, that's quite something. Oh god! Oh god! Jesus Christ, that's actually scary. I didn't know it was that fast. That's a little bit surprising, actually. We're good. So I'm not sure if I should use some stealth approach when it comes to those or what. I mean, that guy, he just showed up in front of me, which I'm not a big fan of him just doing that, but where are you? Oh god, he's still here. Fuck me. Okay, this became bad.
But Mother, I don't want to leave without you.
Hurry, child. You must go. Find Gabriel, the Outrider, and tell him to alert the King's men.
No, you come too.
Please, we don't have time to make the hole any wider.
But
Someone is coming. Hurry! I'll cover the hole with a bed. Everything will be fine. I promise.
Is this light still gonna be lit? Yeah. Just gonna stay here for a little while, see if we can get our sanity back. Well, probably not. And we don't have any weapons, right? We do have the hammer. But yeah, I don't think we can fight. That's not really what we're supposed to do either, I'm guessing. So maybe I should be sneaking? I don't know if that's gonna help anything. So we should have a hole in the ground here. That might be a one-way trip, though. So we're gonna be a little bit careful so we don't fall down. Yeah. I mean, I really just want to keep heading on because I don't want to head back out there with a monster. A few cuts and bruises. I think I'm gonna self-heal up to full. We just took a minor hit from the the ghoul, whatever it is. I'm thinking the hole might not be wide enough for me to cross into. I think I can actually. I think I can actually get back as well. So I don't know. Let's try the stealth approach here. So maybe if I don't turn my light on, the ghoul might not spot me or something. Or maybe the ghoul is actually showing up because I'm scared. So I'm not sure if these are mind games or what they are. Can they open doors? That is my big question right now. I guess they can, because they've left rooms earlier when we were hiding in... Oh shit. Nobody's home. Go away. Go away. Maybe you can't see me in the light. Well, you can see me. Ow! Why is it so dark? Oh, he's right behind me. What the fuck? Alright. I wish there was some kind of a sound from his footsteps or anything. Oh, that is not where I want to be spawning. What the fuck is that? So, I'm not sure what we've done. Okay, we got everything actually. I guess. And this is... God, I don't know where I'm at. This is the way we came from. Yeah, okay. But, yeah... yeah, I'm not sure about the progression here. What is saved and what is not. It's locked, however, the lockpick is... okay, I see. What did it say then? It's locked, however, the lock is very corroded and weak. Maybe the hammer is the way in. Something else is needed. Alright, so the hammer is the correct solution, but we need something else to do it.
Where is she? Where did she go?
No. I won't tell. I'll never tell you.
You're just making things worse. Look, this is no place for a young girl all by herself. She could be hurt or worse. There's no telling what horrors await down there.
I mean, yeah, should probably not listen to the dude who's asking for their child, but he's not wrong about the horrors down here either, so, you know. Okay, this is probably what we need. Chipper. So, yeah, I can't figure out if I'm supposed to be sneaking to avoid the monsters. Are they afraid of light? Should I keep to the shadows? Who knows? Not me. The barrel contains less than half of lantern oil. Okay. Come on. There is an open door over here. Is this where I was before? I'm not sure. I think it is actually. And we still got the things in here, so yeah. I guess I've been everywhere, I'm thinking. Well, not here. Unless this is where we came in. There's a ghoul inside. What did it say? It's firmly locked. A robust padlock that is in good shape. Probably can't smash through that. I'm pretty sure we've been in here as well. This is kind of like a maze. Well, it is a maze. So I guess we're going down the hole in here. If this is indeed the room. Yeah. Hole is too narrow. Well. Let's go. Keep it covered up at all times, the orb. Oh wow. Ooh, it took me a while to figure out what is what. I guess I'm crouched because I can't crouch any further. Let's stick to the left side. That's a dead end. Let's stick to the right side. Meaning left from this angle. That looks like an arm. Wow, that was so cool. That truly looked like an arm. That's very cool. Get some light. I wonder if I can use items like these to keep this ghouls away. A rock a day keeps the ghoul away. Maybe I shouldn't put them all in the, you know, in the way for where I'm actually going to be walking out of here. Can't really move. Okay, there we go. There's a rug. So this could be good, putting them right here so nobody can attack me from behind. But it also might mean that my escape route is completely fucked. So let's... Can I get past here? No. Alright. Yeah, that could potentially be really bad. So let's do this. So I wonder what would happen if the ghouls come rushing into this. I mean, is my... Or are my hands touching this? It looks like it's just hovering like 2 meters in front of me. But it's probably just half a meter. I'm probably holding it straight out. Storage. Yeah, we're not really sure what we're looking for here. People? Yeah. I feel like I missed kind of our mission here. I saw him. Is there a light source in here?
Safe. Well, it's for his own.
2nd of August, 1839. I have arrived at the village of Altstadt. It's a haven in the midst of a vast forest and the last stop before my final destination, Castle Brennenburg. It's late in the evening, and the outrider, who has been with the coach since Bremen, advised me to wait until morning before I venture further. I've arranged for a bed at Der Müller, the village's only inn, and am now waiting for the sun to rise. I try to sleep, but as I close my eyes, I see the men who fell victim in London. My fear and shame forces me to witness the same scenes over and over. They are dead because of me.
Good.
Do whatever it takes.
I'm thinking I should use the stealth approach. Oh, it's actually coming for me. I'm thinking there might only be one ghoul per level.
Where is he now?
I think he's still in there. Let's keep moving on then. Storage again. Everything is storage, it feels like. Maybe I shouldn't slam the doors like that, I don't know. Okay, this... Okay. Oh. What? Glass jar. Yeah, we still don't know exactly what we're trying to do here. Delirium tremendous something. Okay. There's been like this one spot where we actually found some tinder boxes behind some items, but other than that, not too much things. Head is pounding and hands are shaking. Empty glass container. Okay, we actually got good amount of fuel here, which is good. Alright, so we need keys for 2 of these. One on this stage and one on another one. Yeah, I think it's in there still. Kitchen.
Who are you to question me?
I feel like I'm supposed to spot something here. Okay, we got a stairwell in the middle. I guess that is our end goal. Seems reasonable. Okay, this is where we came from. Came up here, turned left or turned right. So we're just looping around here. Alright, good. I'm not gonna like that. Oh, hello, buddy. Slamming doors. Like a pro. That's an unfortunate position. And I was waiting for that guy to start moving or something. I'm gonna leave the door open so I know I've been in there.
Hey, anybody, help! Christ, I don't believe this. Why? I mean, why? What did I do to deserve this? I mean, it can't be. Do I deserve this? It wasn't my fault. Why did he have to go in there? Don't go into burning houses. He should have known better.
Someone went into a burning house to save someone, maybe? Or save the orbs? I feel like it might not be as noble as it sounds. Might have been for some other reason. Alright, so right now we're just collecting resources, which seems kind of stupid because we're walking around wasting resources just to find new ones, but I guess... Man, I feel like we've been everywhere. So yeah, I guess we need to go through the room with the ghoul. Which is some direction. Oh. It's in a very poor condition. Okay, apparently we didn't see that before. So am I weakening it by doing that? No. So either we need a sledgehammer separately. I can't split this up. Or we need to use some corrosive material. Oh god.
Hey, you! Stop!
Don't come any closer. I just want to leave.
You can't go outside. It's too dangerous.
I'm telling Gabriel.
I doubt that very much.
So I can't light some of these. I guess there needs to be a torch in them. Is it actually daylight? Daytime outside? Seems like it. Oh, that's not what you want to hear. Oh shit. So where the fuck did this guy come from? I actually think he just spawned in. Yeah, there's nowhere he could have come from. I think this is the door where the ghoul was in. Yep. He smashed through the door, it seems like. So I wonder how well you can hide from the ghouls. Oh, this led nowhere. A way out? Why is it so bright? Aren't we deep down in the dungeons? This makes no sense, to be honest. Makes no sense. That is a padlock as well. That's potentially bad. I don't remember if I can throw things. I think I can, so maybe I can actually do that. I'm trying to think if there was something... Man, I don't remember how we got down here. I mean, we got down through a hole, but... Is it gonna look like a hole from this side as well? Maybe. Let's check this padlock out again. Maybe we need to break through these. Excellent condition, yeah. Yeah, we're fine. So yeah, I thought this was gonna lead me somewhere else. Thought this was gonna be a hallway or something. But it wasn't. Here's some chains over here, so yeah, we need to get into that stairwell somehow. This should be back to where we started off. Yeah, I think so. Oh, I guess this is... Yeah, okay, this is where... Oh, we never went this way. Alright, I see. What? Rug? Calm down. This is a nice cozy place. I feel like it's stabby time. It's not though. Damn it. Why can't I grab the fire? I think I'm gonna hurt myself if I do that, so let's not be stupid. Not more than necessary.
3rd of August, 1839. I feel like I have fled the world and all its worries. Brennenburg is a majestic creation perched upon a forest-clad hill with towers reaching well above even the highest pine trees. Following the winding road leading to the gates gives the impression of discovering something forgotten, as if journeying with Marco Polo to the hidden Xanadu. Alexander, the Baron, is a peculiar but gracious man. He seems well versed in worldly matters and is not at all as eccentric as I assumed. My room is exquisite, and I'm confident that no hotel for miles could even hope to match it. As the sun sets on Brennenburg, its fairy tale varnish turns to an eerie gloom. Alexander's strange servants are never far away. They are a quiet lot, and their behavior could only be described as skulking. Alexander seems pleased by my presence. As he puts it, it seems like I got here just in time.
Oh, did he hear that? Oh, it's actually bashing the door in. God damn it. Alright, so you can kind of knock them over for a little bit. Wow, he's so fast! That is impressive. How am I supposed to avoid those? Wait, what? What? Yeah, so, man, I hate when I don't know the mechanics, really. Could I have just been hiding? Maybe he wouldn't see me. Is that the strategy? And why did he come there because I threw the bread into the wall? Was that making too much noise, maybe? Now we got no door here anymore. And he's coming already, so... Filled with acid, alright, we know where to use that. Just gonna hide behind the pigs here. Let's see if hiding works. Yeah, it seems like we're not losing anything. At least. I really wished I had footstep sounds. The ghouls. Because he's just making noise like every 20 seconds or so. So hard to tell if he's still here or if he went away. I guess he went away. Right? Right. Alright, so we do have one padlock that was needed some more wearing down. So I wonder if I should do that straight away or if I should continue into this alley where we haven't been. It won't budge. Yeah, that's from the other side as well. I wonder if we can actually break through that from this side. Alright. Now, should I bring the carpet along? Maybe some magic carpet. Probably not. So far, sneaking seems to be the way. I believe I'm supposed to be on the left here. I was a little bit afraid that that would happen. Okay, it's actually walking towards the sound. That's really good. I never saw him move back. But they are moving in mysterious ways, these guys. And I'm not hearing him either, so... Alright. The servants avoided him, yet he knew they were there. They all smelled of spiced wine, a mystic scent permeated by clove and something. Alright, this seems nice.
So you use the drain sewers as a means of transport?
Yes, they were built to divert water from an underground spring and are quite spacious. It seemed only natural to incorporate it into the overall structure.
But we won't be using it.
Not today. The flow is seasonal, and when the spring runs dry, the damp tunnels produce a rather poisonous type of fungi. There is an antidote, of course, but we won't be bothering with it today. Come, this way instead. We're almost there.
Well, that sounds a little less comforting. Switch. I wonder if we will be crawling inside of these pipes at some point. That could be interesting. That might be for the ladder, maybe. Yeah, this seems safe. The water is too deep to traverse safely. What? I know all about swimming. What the hell? Alright, so one main door, one switch. Let's see if this is probably locked. Yeah, alright. We could try to build a ramp up to that one, but let's try the switch. I think the ladder will drop, but it will get stuck on this one. Lever is stuck, its gears need to be greased. Have we greasing material? No. No, we don't have greasing materials. That might actually rotate everything. That doesn't make sense either. But it sure seems like we're supposed to rotate this. But I can't see the joints really, so that might not be it. And that one I can move. Alright, so we're not building a ramp. So we need some greasing material. That's the only thing we can do in here, actually. Perfect. A little bit annoying, because this is kind of the only way where we had anywhere to go. So... Its gears need to be greased, yeah, and we don't have anything. And bringing more acid in shouldn't do the trick. Might just break it all together. What? Well, we're in quite a bit of a pickle here. I guess we're gonna have to traverse the deep waters. If I'm allowed. No, I'm not allowed even. So... apparently we oh, that might be oil. Alright, I see. I see what's going on. Fill it up. It's not filled up. Picked up glass jar of oil. Alright. Sploosh. Alright, I think that might break after a couple of tries. Alright, now that worked. Hello? Man, it seems like there is some reset timer for this one. I can't do it straight away. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I think the animation needs to finish. Or even longer. Hello? Looks like there was one more level all the way up there. Oh. 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 I see. Well, I thought I saw. I think we need to activate these machines or something, or there might be a handbrake. Okay, that one works. Stop it. Okay, it's only... well, okay. Alright, that one just... okay. So we got a note in our journal from doing that. Note that there are only 2 spare rods. No, that's not it. No, that's not it. To enter the sewer, it must first be drained. Repair the machine powering the eastern bridge. Alright. So apparently, this is east. Good to know. I could try that door, but since we just unlocked this one... We've been walking towards some place called Cistern before. Beautiful wild orchid seemed a testament to nature's strength. Being able to grow inside Brandenburg, alas, it was Alexander's studies and care which enabled the flower to blossom. So I wonder if this could be a shortcut of some sort. And this is probably where we could have swam if we were able to.
Look,
conserving water from the spring?
Yes, it enables me to control the water in the drain sewers to some extent. Also, it can be used for all sorts of purposes.
Like for drinking?
Well, that too. But mostly to run different machines.
Ah, like water mills.
Exactly.
Hint? Man, the water looks way deeper at some parts because of the reflection. There shouldn't be water monsters here, right? Nah, this is a puzzle area. No monsters here. I'm pretty sure. It's a big freaking area. Alright, we need to cut that or make it lower. I mean, is there any penalty to being in the water? There's fishes. Yeah, probably some kind of a mechanism. And we probably need to turn that. That is why we need that bridge. Can we just jump? No, they've definitely made sure you can't get up on these. Why even put the rubble here? I mean, I should be able to jump up on these. Why not just keep it that tall and just make sure I can't get up there? Well, alright. Hearing voices. I must say it's kind of a missed opportunity for putting a guy just walking back and forth in the water. And as soon as you're up here, you're safe, but as every time you need to cross, you need to make sure you won't be seen. That seems important as well. Another valve. Might as well start them up, right? Well, I spoke too soon. Fuck. I take it all back. This is not a good place to put a water monster. It's a terrible place. What the hell?
7th of August, 1839. There is no denying that Alexander puts a lot of faith into what I can only describe as magic. I'm not surprised. Even while traveling across Europe, I assumed I would have to embrace the supernatural to save my mind and life. As a novice, I do everything in my power to stay focused and not dwell too much on my own doubts. Alexander woke me up early and told me it was time we got started on our work. He was obviously excited to get going, and we headed downstairs to the old dungeon, where he preferred to attempt his rituals. It turns out that Alexander is a true Renaissance man, paralleled only by Da Vinci, I'm sure. He showed me several rooms fitted for specific research, such as anatomy studies, alchemy, and botany. The crown of Brennenburg must be the inner sanctum, a most hallowed ground where we shall attempt to permanently banish the orb's shadow.
Right, it actually seems like they were trying to do some good, at least Daniel. What Alexander's motives were, I don't think we know that yet. Redirect sewer water. Well, if I turn this, can I turn it back? I'm not sure. I don't think I'm gonna do that yet, because that might raise the water level in here, and I'm not sure I want to do that. And was that actually a water monster, or was it just some rubble falling down? I don't know. I can grab that. Well, I can grab all of this. A faint murmur echoes through the large, empty chamber. Yeah, I hear a voice inside, kind of. Now I can touch it again. Okay. I think maybe that valve only controls the flow for this one. Are we gonna drown a poor soul inside of this? Might not be a poor soul, but still, you know. Yeah, and that's probably not gonna be on a water flow yet. Let's try it out. Well, that's good. Yeah, now we got some water flow into this one. Is that a good thing? So maybe, maybe there is actually, maybe I'm releasing a monster right now. He will float up to the surface and just walk out of there. So maybe I made this level a little bit harder on myself. But probably something else will emerge. Why am I afraid? What the hell? Dude, it's super bright in here. Just gonna go to the light. And no water monsters chasing me yet. That's good. I hear you down there. I don't see you, but I hear you. I haven't really seen anything I can throw either, like rocks and stuff. Well, here we go. Okay, timed event. It's hard to tell what is connected to what, but let's just do it. Oh, that actually stopped the gas. Alright, cool. That's probably good.
8th of August, 1839. I could never be certain until today that I was on the right path. Using my orb, Alexander managed to channel its power unto us. The inner sanctum flared with blue, fiery light, and I could feel the same things I felt in the dark chamber in Algeria. It was like standing in a mad whirlpool of impressions. It was terrifying, but Alexander kept calm and wielded strange tools of science in order to tame the storm. Suddenly, the blue light was stained by strains of red, and the walls burst with pulsating tissue resonating with the scene. Alexander quickly covered the orb in some cloth, and the unspeakable thing vanished. Apparently, the orb's shadow is closer than Alexander thought. He said I should prepare for a warding ritual tomorrow. I'm not sure what he expects, but I have a bad feeling about this.
Alright, blue light good. Red light bad, I suppose. The water level here hasn't changed, I think. At least I hope. Oh, there is a monster here. Well, that's good news. Well, there was a sound at least. I need some light. I'm not gonna waste my lamp. Yeah, so I'm not sure if both of those valves were just controlling the flow here. So maybe now it says it's flowing faster or something. Filling up. Water rushing into the chamber makes a strange sound. Well... should I turn it off? Okay, can't do that. Well, that's actually good. We don't need to worry about that. But what to do now? Yeah. Have some light. You coward. So this might have done something in the chamber outside. Making... yeah, maybe that... okay, wait a minute. Okay. There might be a wheel inside of that one turning now. Maybe that is like a machine. So maybe the water has actually powered up that one. But we still have the other place here. Maybe I just need to chuck a rock over on it. Maybe this is a switch. No. No switches. Ah. It's attached to a rusted chain in the ceiling. Please tell me more. A bridge must be lowered to proceed. Yeah. Maybe if we try to chuck a rock up there. Oh, I'm very surprised that worked. Alright, I'm a genius. Do we need to jump here, or are we actually okay moving across like this? I think we're okay. Yep, slightly. Okay.
9th of August, 1839. It is still early, and Alexander is busy preparing for the ritual later today. Seeing him this worked up makes me question why. What does he stand to gain? I realize he is curious about it all, but surely there must be more. Is he so foolish he will attempt to tame the power of the orb? I must admit that yesterday, when Alexander flooded the inner sanctum with blue light, I realized we had but graced the orb's true potential. This might turn out to be more than escaping a creeping shadow. It might be the beginning of something truly extraordinary.
Aww. Aww. Release the Kraken. Well, maybe not. On second thought. Did it fuck up this place? It's hard to say. No, we should be able to get back. I'm still not trusting the water entirely, so might as well head on. All the way up here. Oh, it actually turned off the lights. Interesting. I can't turn them back on, but I don't think there is a great need to do that. Oh, what? What am I hearing? Now, is there a water monster or not? I'm not sure. Yeah. Well, yep, there is. Okay, well, god damn it. This was such a good level. And they had to do exactly what I asked them to do. God damn it. I should never speak. Who's dead? What? But that should be enough flow to probably drive some type of a... Why am I not safe in the light here? There we go. I should have brought more rocks, I feel. Because according to recent studies, the water monster should be right about there. Yeah, I can actually hear him. So... jump across? Yeah. I might collide with him. I'm not sure if he has collision or not. Why am I scared? I'm holding a light, dude. Alright, here we go. Yeah! I took falling damage, I think. Or something. Oh, you bastard. Well, fuck. How am I? I can't make that jump. Never. What? Yeah, this just stops me. What am I missing here? This is horrible. I mean, I think we need to go this way because we haven't used this platform at all. But I don't see... maybe we can walk across. Alright, alright, alright. Slight headache, a few cuts and bruises. It's all good. Yeah, he's standing somewhere over there. Okay. Everything is fine. Hopefully this will hold. It probably will break once. And let me fall down onto that one. Yeah, it's fine. The purpose of the inner sanctum had always been to study the orbs and find a way to force them to yield their power. However, he was still unaware of this. Alright, room cleared. So, we haven't really filled up anything yet, but I think we powered this bridge. I was wrong. So maybe I should have gone in here first, and then we might have understood what we were supposed to do there. The blue light blinded him as it had done inside the murky tomb in Algeria. It was just as enchanting, and he tried to approach it, but the Baron's firm hand held him back.
Herbert, how did we find this place?
An old friend back in Algiers gave me a map.
Why isn't he with us? Didn't he want to come?
He wanted to, Daniel, but things don't always turn out the way we planned.
Why is that chair made of metal? Oh, I guess it is. Let's read some instructions before we start trying to connect pieces and turning valves. A similar room, but mirrored. Another loose pipe. I got a bad feeling about this. Something is gonna start pounding through that door as soon as I start doing this. Is it gonna fall straight away? Yes, but very slowly. Can I get back through this? Hopefully I can. And I think I actually was crushed in one of these doors before, so let's not stand right there as it moves down. I'm not sure if that is good or bad. It's gonna make it a little bit faster to get it up, but it also means there's gonna be a box in the way. So I guess time-wise it's gonna be the same. Yeah, I hope there is a good manual for all of this and pipes everywhere. Maybe she knows. The work I've put into this machine is unequaled by the reasoning of any man. The thought that generations of men have passed away since I first attempted to reconstruct the design is most tiring. The limitations of this world have made my work incredibly difficult. It has forced me to build the thing almost 100 times larger than the delicate contraption it tries to emulate. Not to mention the flow of tame lightning, crudely replaced by pressured steam pushing its way through pipes and turbines. It shames me to think of what the inventor would have thought of my monster. Where he works with a magnifying glass to carefully fix all the parts, I push 5 men to erect a tower of wrought iron in the hope it will have even the tiniest hint of the power found in the Traveler's Locket. Once again, this is Alexander speaking, I think. Or some being possessing Alexander. Either of otherworldly nature or godly nature or something like that. And I guess that's what the orb is about. Maybe some power source or doorway back for this guy. Or, I don't know. I mean, Alexander could also just be like a vampire, trying to become a god, or trying to escape our reality or something. It's really hard to tell his intentions here. It's good or bad. Most likely bad, I'm assuming. Another mirrored room. We can pull all of these. Tools? Well, yes. Wooden crank. It seems like a good hiding spot. Let's remember that for later. What? What? What is this room? Either it's for like kneeling down to an altar that is missing. There are some holes in the wall though. Or maybe it's for people to sit and watch something happening. Okay, we probably need to recreate this. Alright, I see. Okay, so it might just be like a workbench actually to get up to the right height. Alright, let's collect all the pipes and probably mirror this one. But why? There's no instructions. What am I building here? What's he building in there? Pipe 1. Pipe 2? Question mark? I don't think there was a pipe in here. But I think I've only seen 3, and that's at least one too few. Kinda wanna stack more boxes here, to be honest. Look how fast that was. Haha. I might fuck it up with this pipe coming through here, but let's see if we can be gentle. Just push it in, gently. Yes. So that's 3 pieces. I think that is all we've found. Yeah, we might have to pull some down. That's not gonna be enough, I think. Maybe we only need to get power to this side. Maybe we can do a similar combination, but with fewer pieces. Still not sure what we're trying to do. Are we trying to mimic this side to this side? Oh, well, this is working actually, I think. We see steam coming through this one, yeah. So we need to make this other side working. Ah, this is for the freaking... Yeah, alright, I see. It's for the thing. It's for the bridge. So... let's connect it first, and then we can probably focus on putting everything in the correct order. Let's see if we actually got enough of these. We might have to steal from the other side, but if we do that, we need to check the correct order before we do that. And... yeah, we should be able to make this with only 3. We should be able to do that. Connect this one straight onto this one, I'm thinking. So are these of different sizes? Yes, they are. Alright, so that's definitely what we're doing then. One to the side. So is it mirrored? Or is it the same? I'm guessing mirrored. How do I rotate? That's not how you rotate. There is a rotate. I don't remember how to do it though. R? Space? No. F? Oh, we can zoom in and out. That's good. No. No. I need to check my key bindings here. Rotate R. That makes sense. Let's... oh. Well, that's technically fine, I guess. Not what I try to do, but maybe you need to put them in very specific... Okay, well, the game just does it for you. Alright. Well, alright. It was way easier than it looked like. And we got steam coming through. Alright. That's nice. And it is mirrored. So these 2 middle ones up. And the 2 on the edges straight forward, I guess. Might be it. And lowest, highest, middle. Mirrored should be middle, highest, low. Why am I dying? So middle, highest, lowest, mirrored. Let's see how far up they go. Can I stop them at any time, or is there specific... That might be it. Yeah, this is not correct. Alright. That was a cool puzzle.
Daniel, is that you?
Yes.
What are you doing?
I'm building bridges. Kinda. Alexander knew there must be a way to finish the ritual before it was too late. He had to teach his friend to harvest the Vitae. That much was certain. Alright. The rich time. I said, the rich time. I'm very disappointed. Not the outcome I was looking for here. And I actually got a feeling that we're not gonna, well, So maybe I missed a step here. He waited for his eyes to adjust to the darkness, but no shape or contour appeared. So, feel like we got steam all the way, but maybe the one piece was slightly off. I feel like this one could be in a better spot. It's stuck in its position. Okay, so that's correct then. Maybe only one bridge can be down at the same time, or maybe I need to disconnect this one. We're supposed to build more pipes. So the machine is definitely running. There is something fucked up with the sound from the steam though. So when I'm getting close to this one, I can hear the machinery. Oh, I guess it's okay, it's not the pipe sounding off, it's some kind of a machinery above me or below me that I can't see. Alright. Let's just see if these say that they're stuck in position as well. Wait a minute, we got a wooden crank. A crank for a machine. Could move these. I feel like, man, these almost feels like pistons. Maybe they should be moving up and down. I mean, I could do that manually, but maybe there is a different way of doing it. Okay, it should be all with the... Ah, okay. I think I focused too heavily on these. I think it should be all the way down. Yeah, and there should be like a machine noise inside as well. Alright. Should be able to do that. So this one is lowering it. Okay, so those should basically be the opposite way than the first one, it seems like. And I'm a little bit impressed that the game actually remembered that I did this with the boxes, because I feel like a lot of things... Well, I guess they don't reset actually, but these doors were closed, for instance, when I came back into this place, so I just assumed that that would be the case for that one. The red taint burst from the walls as if they had begun to bleed. He cried out in fear as the spectacle began to consume the blue shimmer. Alright, it's bridge time! Yay! For once in my life it was bridge time. Aww. Aww. The bridge is stuck and will need a push. Huh? I can potentially jump up and... Well, can I though? I'm so scared of falling down. Hello? Yeah, I don't think that is how we're supposed to do it. Maybe we can bring a rock up here. Seems to be solving a lot of problems. Or maybe we can send the ladder up. No, it's not gonna touch it. No, 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 no. Okay, I think we need to do this in steps. Yeah. Let's grab a second one if we need more than one. Nice. Yeah. Rocks for the win. Man, there is some weird texture thing going on with the wooden texture on this one. Yeah, it looks all pixelated in a weird way. Morgue. Well, this should be fun. Alexander knew there must be a way to finish the ritual before it was too late. He had to teach his friend to find... Yeah, we've already read that one. Yeah, I can already tell it's a happy place.
Do you see, Daniel? It has yielded.
What?
The shadow.
It has?
For now. Come, let's get this out of here so we can get some peace.
Yes, let's. Where to?
Just down the corridor, to the morgue.
Are there more dead men there?
You did well, Daniel. Come, let's get going.
Alright, it's not as dark as I suspected. Mm-hmm. 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 Yeah, let's touch the dead.
I hear you breathing, Daniel. Do you hear me? Have you changed your mind?
Dead rats. I'm not gonna touch him. I'm afraid he's gonna wake up if I do that. I think we might just, maybe we need to do some probing around. Find maybe the orb? Plague outbreak. The strange deaths among the servants and the prisoners have finally been resolved. It seems the drain sewer, which has recently been opened up for use as means of transport, is plagued by a peculiar poisonous fungi. The victims seem to have suffered an extremely quick outbreak of sickness affecting the entire body. Some of my men, including myself, are blissfully spared by this calamity, but it is clear that this cripples my progress. The prisoners die quickly and their contaminated vitae lacks the energy I seek. I shall immediately start working on a vaccine. I need to figure out how to pronounce that word. Vitae? Vitae? Let's bring some help from Google. If I can spell. I did spell it incorrectly, so that might... Usually when I Google words, there's always like a pronunciation thing showing up at the top. Well, we will say vitae. Vitae? Vitae? Alright, we came from that side. The vaccine enabling my men to work in the fungi-ridden sewer is a definite success. Unfortunately, only a few of the servants have been remedied, as the procedure proved difficult. The others will perish, and eventually I will have to create more of them to keep my experiments running. Note that an injection of vaccinated blood will work as a shield long enough to pass the sewers without any risk of infection. It will do fine for prisoner transport. So I need to figure out if wherever we're heading, I might have to make 2 of them if that is possible, if we're gonna head out and then back. Me? I fear for Daniel, for he is reckless. He is tainted by the approaching shadow and will not be able to pass the gate. Will he be able to accept this in the end? My love, I've seen evil in him. How am I to trust him with the truth? What cruel irony that I have to do unto him what Agrippa did unto me. I can't really remember. Do we have these in transcript? That's not how to do it. No. Yeah, I don't think we do. Because I don't remember... I thought these were Daniel's memories. I guess they weren't, because this sounds like it's from Alexander. And it seems like Daniel is the bad boy. And maybe Agrippa did something to Alexander way back when. I mean, we read some notes from both Agrippa, Alex, and Daniel. I mean, that could be 100 years apart from when Agrippa was working with Alexander. But I think Daniel spoke of Agrippa as well, so... I'm not sure. So maybe Agrippa did something to Alexander to make him live that long. Or live in cycles and losing his memory. I don't know. I've pressed a button. Hello? Lot? I keep trying to open doors the incorrect way every time. I've been pulling doors the entire day, and the first door I try to push from the beginning opens inward. Well, this looks good. So it's not the same face. I was thinking it might be like one guy living and dying over and over. But I think these are just the servants and stuff like that. There's a little flower. That's so nice. Can't touch the bodies. Stop being scared. I feel like that might be a jump scare coming up here. Well. I feel like that flower might be something. More bodies. Lovely. What is this room? So... Alright, let's touch the body. Ah, it doesn't work. The body is still stiff from rigor mortis, and it can't be older than a day. Alright. Did we gain anything from this? Well, we found that and we found some items, but that's about it. Calm down. Any candles things? No.
What happened? Why are all these dead? Where am I? What's happening? Help! Anybody! Help!
So... someone was locked in here, it feels like.
3 days now. This is ridiculous. Why doesn't someone come to this room? Hey! Anybody! Am I all alone here? Help! Help! I'm so tired. If I sleep, will I wake from this nightmare? If not, I pray my Heavenly Father will take me in my sleep.
Yeah, so it seems like that guy just woke up in here. And didn't hear a sound from anyone. He was just locked in here with a bunch of dead bodies. So we got a copper tube without knowing what that is used for. So that's good. Rattling chains. Do we have a new enemy upcoming here? I'm dying slightly, but that's okay. I think this is it for this place. So did we come only for the copper tube? But wait a minute, even if we're heading back out into the sewer place, we can't leave it. Right? Well, maybe something has happened inside and something will change. It cannot penetrate the skull. Alright, why are we trying to do that? There is something missing. Yeah. Copper tube with an attached hollow needle. Mm-hmm. Why are we doing this? Why am I doing this? It cannot penetrate the skull. Maybe the hand drill. Oh, that's so nice. I love the fact that we kept the hand drill around for quite some time. We tried to use it a couple of times, and then it's used for this. Why am I doing this? Can't collect the blood. That was my immediate response. Well, it was shining up for a brief second, I think. No? Well, it was. Yeah. Okay, it's just shining. Alright, let's abandon that plan. What? What did I just do? Did I drink his blood? No need to inject the blood again. Okay, I see. So I guess, yeah, the note says something about injecting blood from something. That was a vaccine. Alright, it kind of makes sense now. Alright, well. I guess it... Can I play dead? Is our prone... Oh, I didn't close the door. Should be able to sprint past him, but he's gonna... he's gonna catch up to me. Can I turn this light off? Find her? Okay, he actually walked the other way. That's good. Keep pounding that door. Okay. Stealth is the key. Gain some sanity back, please. Whew. You're fine, dude. Calm down. Alright, so maybe we can open this one now. That is my only option, I guess. And... well, we'll see. Man, I thought we weren't finished with this area, but I guess the 2 logs that we found that said they were brand new. I thought we needed keys for those. That might still be true, but I think they were just locks. Well, then again. Well, we still have the wooden crank. Crank for a machine. Maybe we drain the water from this place. Yeah, alright. That's cool. Henry Bedlow went to class carrying the anger of his bitter mother. He never cried, he made others cry instead. Pain is like that. You either become sad or you become angry. Henry always chose the latter. Can I push doors open? Alright, nice. Water monster time? Eh. They wouldn't do that 3 times, right? Right? Well, I might be wrong about that. Oh, it's a regular monster. That's fine. Stop being scared, dude. I mean, as long as it's not a combination of both, should be fine. So, he might be rotating around. We don't know the layout of this. So I wonder if I'm gonna be safe just standing, like, in a place like this. If he's walking past. Seems to be way too bright, though. Should probably be checking the water for supplies as well. What? Why? What? Why? What? No, 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 no. No need for that. Completely pointless. It doesn't even say where it's... Okay, it's a regular door. Middle cog, big cog, and small cog. Dead rats, I guess. Okay, so the both 1 and 2 are set to middle cog. Don't know what that does yet. Is there a slow opening mode? I know that some games do have that. So if I hold shift down... Ah, it's the same. Control? Nah, it's all the same. So I'm mostly crouch walking to potentially be able to hear bad guys a little bit easier. And also I'm probably making less noise for them. A broken ladder. Can we fix it? Fix it, please? No. These are not cogs per se, but probably the pipes I need to keep in mind. So we probably need to redirect flow or bring down a ladder or something. Oh, is this the way I came from? Yes. That scared me. So maybe we need to turn this off. I think that is our main goal here.
What's happening? What are you doing? Let me go! Please, don't take me! Nobody ever returns!
I'm not gonna stick my hand in there. Will he actually do that? Let's try it out. Yeah, well, of course he did. That fucking stupid asshole. I mean, I kind of knew that was gonna happen, but I was hoping it would just say, oh, the thing spins way too fast for you to pass or something. No, he just put his hand right in there. Well, I did. But you know. Haven't found anything in the water yet. I think either I'm missing a lot or the game is not giving me any. Oh, hello. I must say that the sound design is quite good for this game. All these sounds are really good. This is gonna be loud. It's gonna bring forth a monster. So why am I supposed to do that? Do we need this pipe for anything? Pipe seems to be loose. One pipe is loose and leaking water. Spinning water wheel is blocking the path. Yeah, I don't think we have anything to do here. Can't pull it manually, it's just like one thing. Man up. I guess we can just try to use the machine. Switch to a different cog. See if that slows the wheel down. Could be the speed of the water wheel that we're controlling with that. Because we've been everywhere. Right? Man, it sounds like a monster walking every time. That makes some sense in my mind, at least. Maybe slowing it down, but I mean, even if it's moving at a very low pace, still gonna hurt me moving through it, I think. Maybe something else changed. Maybe we're... Yeah, we can't do anything with the water. I'm just thinking... I could have missed picking this one up, the wooden crank. Would the game have allowed me to move past? I guess I can always go back to the point where you find the item that you might have to have in your inventory. Yeah, probably. So that is probably used to get into a new area completely. That did nothing for this though. Maybe we just need to block it manually with a thing. Ah, now I'm thinking. Maybe we need to burst the water flow even harder and let the pipe come loose. Hello, Terror Clock. What's going on there? I don't know. Yeah, so maybe if we get full water flow here, maybe this will... I can actually move it now. Well, that's interesting. I wonder if I actually did something with the water flow, or if it just... if I didn't move enough last time. Well, we're just playing some Amnesia. Well, I think my thinking is correct, but we need to slow it down. So, big wheels, maybe? Or a combination of the two? Yeah, maybe this will... Yeah, I think this makes the machine spin faster, so it might break or something? Awesome game, bro, but the brightness is too dark. Is it really? Yeah, maybe it is. I don't know. It's hard for me to tell, but yeah, I'm probably not gonna increase it without being able to be sure. Sorry. And if you can't brighten your own screen, I'm sorry. Still too fast. I mean, I got nothing else to interact with. Right? And it seems we're just trying different combinations of the cogwheels as well. That makes no sense, really. Just trying all different combinations. They seem to not affect the water wheel anyway. Maybe they're affecting this flow, though. That could be it, but I've had it on the slowest one as well, so... One slow and one... That actually makes the machine sound faster. That sounds slower. That is really slow. Alright, that's pretty cool, using the audio as a clue. That should probably be slow enough, I'm thinking. Might be. Still spinning too fast. Yeah, and I'm not seeing any signs out here that the water is slowing down, but the machinery definitely slowed down. But I mean, it shouldn't be a machine controlling the speed of the water wheel. But maybe the machine is controlling the flow through the pipes or something. Now that is faster. That is also faster. Alright, that's probably the slowest we can get. Well, I'm sorry. No, 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 no. What are you doing? This might not be the spot to be in. I'm thinking. He's bending pipes or something. I don't know what he's doing. It's behaving weirdly. Alright, they might have walked away. It's still dramatic music, but I'm not hearing the guy. He's not pounding on the door either. We're good? We're good. I don't really like the fact that the monsters just show up out of nowhere. He just came from this side. He came from right here. Just came out here. Where did he come from? Where did he go? And why is his name Cotton Eye Joe? But yeah, I'd much rather have a guy just patrolling this area continuously. And if I need to pass him, well, I need to hide in one cubby or something like that. Make him pass and then just move across. Because it feels forced, the way they just spawn out of nowhere. Sure, it's a supernatural game. It's probably fine. But still, from a gameplay standpoint, I rather prefer him have a logical movement. Is this slow enough? It is. Be quick about it. Oh. Okay, that's apparently where we need to go. Good thing I touched it. I would probably never have even gone up to it again. Incredible. Always the wrong way. Boom? Mm-hmm.
Daniel, turn around this instant. You are carrying the shadow with you.
Am I? That kind of makes sense. It making us forget what we're doing here. Oh, it's a dead monster thing. I'm guessing these are old servants. Experiments gone horribly wrong. Right? That's quite nice. Maybe we're supposed to put him back together or something. Probably not. Well, this was a happening room. So we can kind of piece a guy back together, but to what? Why? So what am I supposed to do in here? We got a wooden crank and hammer and chip, but that's about it. Maybe we can just smack through the grate out here. Or someone might break through it for us. Oh, this might be bad. They seem to not be able to, well, last time he didn't smash through that type of door. that might have been random chance. Because it was actually coming up here. Okay, well, my theory has gone to... Oh. Alright, so just by hiding... okay, that worked. Nice. And I hope that the leaning actually works as I think it works. So when I'm sitting like this and I can't be seen, even if I'm leaning and I can see out, I'm not gonna be able to be seen. That is usually the way it works in stealth games, right? You shouldn't have been able to see me, so... But the music is telling me otherwise. Gonna bring this along if I'm gonna have to make a distraction here. Maybe we need him to smash through another grate. He's just standing there, alright. Can we knock them out? I doubt that we can do that. Let's try this. Didn't react. Right? Yeah, I was thinking I could lure him step by step closer to me. Maybe he's actually... oh, he's standing right there, I think. If this doesn't work, I'm kind of screwed. Okay, we got some more rocks here. Could just die. And reset everything. Yeah, but that's actually worked. Alright, nice. Oh god! Oh god! I should probably have just gone through the door, yeah. I mean, why is he just showing up behind me like that? No sound. There is a sound behind the door. That is so stupid. I'm not a big fan of the monsters, the way the AI works, or how they spawn in, or whatever. There is no way of avoiding that. He had no idea I was heading in there. He was totally falling for my rock strategy, and then all of a sudden, he's just spawning right on top of me. That's pretty bad, actually. So I guess we need to lure him even further. I don't think he even heard that one. Or did he? Now he's just gone. What? That's very stupid. What the hell? So, that seemed like a scripted event, that I should be killed right there. And then he's just gone, so there's really no point in having me killed right there. Or maybe he actually heard me. Maybe I should have been sneaking all the way, or maybe I should have been sprinting and just gone through the door. But it doesn't make sense that he's not back there. I should have to overcome that obstacle. Right? Please don't fall. Am I being hunted? No. There is never any escape. Things like this live with the always. How could he know if Henry would show up down the road or even at his house? Alright, so if we're starting at this one, we're moving counterclockwise. Well, I guess I'm gonna leave the doors open so we know where we've been. Can also do that. Should help out. I think this is the stairwell we saw before through some windows. Got 20 left. Don't need to light every single one, but once in a while, good to have some light. We're looking on oil. Pretty decent actually.
Agrippa, I need you to stay awake. Can you feel the syringe?
No, I can't feel anything. Alexander,
Yes.
soon I won't even be able to move, will I?
Your life is safe.
I don't doubt that. But will it be worth living?
So Alexander was speaking of Daniel doing... Well, no. Alexander was speaking of he would have to do to Daniel what Agrippa did to him. But it seems like Alexander was doing some experiment on Agrippa willingly, from Agrippa's side it seems like. Well, it's hard to understand everything. Oh. Okay. Hello.
Help me. Who's the switch?
I think this is Agrippa.
Help me.
Oh!
Please.
Is this the switch you're talking about? Are we gonna electrocute him? Or what are we doing here? Are we gonna...
Please. Thank you. You have my gratitude. My name is Agrippa. Who might you be?
Why is... Oh!
Like the prophet thrown into the lion's den? Tell me, are you among the lions, Daniel? You want to stop Alexander? Oh my. So Babylon shall fall, you say? You worry too much. Alexander is toothless without an arm. He has one. That's not very promising at all. The sanctum is basically impenetrable, but guess by more. It could be breached by another, but Alexander broke his, my own, a long time ago. Really? Well, if you tell the truth, by all means, seek out the pieces of the broken arm and mend away. I believe he uses them for torture now. They practically leak madness, which is quite useful, I understand. There should be 6 of them. Look around the choir and the transept. You should be able to find them there.
So the voice was coming from the smoke or the machine, whatever this is. Not from this guy, but
I hate to bother you further, but if you're really going after Alexander, would you consider taking me with you? I know it sounds ridiculous. Look at me. But if you find anything concerning a man named Johann Ryan, would you please bring it to me? I believe he was working on a way to help him. A recipe for some sort of potion, a tonic to free me from this husk of mine.
yeah. What?
Who, me? I'm Heinrich Cornelius Agrippa. I was once quite important, you know. Baron Alexander has sustained my soul in this dead husk for years. Who knows how many? Hundreds, I presume.
Just what we suspected. That Agrippa and Alexander probably were friends a long, long time ago. So this is probably not Agrippa, this is just... Well, it could be. Well, kind of, it could be the body of him.
By me? I'm the next best thing. Alexander really wanted none other than Johann Ryan. You never heard of Johann Ryan? My God, boy. He's probably the greatest man in history. And you don't know him? Or is it the world who has forgotten him?
Yeah, don't
My pupil. My pupil. Yes, I do take pride in that fact. Is it so wrong?
Anything else?
I found a Mithraeum once, one which had not been plundered. Do you know Mithraism? I suppose it doesn't matter. It is an old faith, building temples out of caverns. The dark walls being the universe, and inside are its followers. Humans watching the sky slowly turn. But the followers do have one thing to allow them a real sense of connection to creation. The orbs. Not many orbs are left. They sometimes consume themselves, or break, when used by an uninitiated. I was lucky. The orb I found spared my life, and returned to where I found him. I know because Alexander took it and brought it to Brandenburg.
Alright, I mean, it's a nice lore here for getting all together.
And dared to proceed where I did not. He unearthed a number of cavern temples and gathered a whole collection of orbs. But unlike every other finder since the fall of the Mithraean faith, he was able to unshackle the horror you and I connected with the orbs. He used them and was able to travel far and wide, beyond the world itself.
I guess it's kind of good that there's some pauses in between, but it's also a little bit annoying.
Me, powerful. Not the way I hoped for. I've done all that I can to escape this prison. But now, I use all my strength merely to stay alive.
So I'm still not sure if this is also Agrippa. His body.
My pupil, Johann Weyer, said he'd found a way to take me with him beyond the stars. But I was too afraid to come along. Silly. And now, all I can do is regret it. I've always hoped Weyer would return and give me a second chance. But so does Alexander. That's why he keeps me here, as a hostage, hoping Weyer will reveal himself. You're a good boy, Daniel, and I appreciate your company. But I believe you have more important things to take care of.
Yeah, so stop talking.
You should hurry, Daniel.
Yeah,
No time
thank you.
for sitting
Alright.
around.
Sorry?
Something else. You're a good boy, Daniel, and I appreciate your company. But I believe you have more important things to take care of.
So, it seemed like Agrippa willingly
Hurry, Daniel. No time for sitting around.
let Alexander put him in this state, saving his soul, kind of in this machine. But then he spoke of it being like a trap for getting
And I
Johann
appreciate your company. But I believe you have more.
over here, so...
Deserved it, that little bitch.
I don't want to enter this room. I feel like I might be trapped in here. It would be kind of cool, but also not very cool. This is where we came in. Get upstairs, let's check this out. Chancellor. Okay, let's check this room out completely. Well, that didn't help too much. Are these just cells as well? Yeah, I guess they are. There's gonna be a bad guy in one of these, I'm pretty sure. Where's something? Goodbye? Maybe just steam. Picked up a meat. We're gonna feed it to the ghouls? Maybe.
I know this. I've been here already. I know this taste. A taste of Damascus rose obfuscating the truth in a dim haze. They may sweep the traces from my memory, but my body remembers. These cuts speak volumes, even though my mind remains silent. They will be back. They will be back.
Something died inside of him that day. Watching that man slip away was more than his mind was willing to handle. I'm just looking at the textures of these rocks. When looking down on them, they almost looks three-dimensional. But there is actually no depth in the texture. Could be the angle, I don't know, but so why do I need meat? Slab of fresh meat. Maybe the ghouls will start eating it and be preoccupied for a little while. Okay, this is a place. I feel like I should have been through a couple of the other places before coming here. Maybe it all leads here.
Just a little further.
It's like Orpheus descending into the underworld.
Are you hiding something?
What do you mean?
Never mind. Your intuition is remarkable.
I'm not sure I'm following.
It doesn't matter. It's just a myth after all.
Yep, there is a bad guy. Shouldn't be looking straight at him. Now, is he coming from me or is he just out walking? I don't think he has seen me. But he's coming right here, so that's interesting. Should I give him some meat?
The shadow. It's close now.
Oh, god damn it. I'm not sure if they're following me through scene changes like this. If I'd gone too far, the man was suffocating as he could no longer breathe properly.
These cells are meant to hold prisoners who are under treatment. The people you send for will end up here. Remember that the confinement itself works as a preamble to the torture, and you should pace yourself. Don't take anyone before they are ready.
Understood.
Sounds from the torture chambers are shuttled in through those pipes in the ceiling. Manage your victims well, and let one prisoner's pain instill terror in his cellmate.
That sounds awful. And man, I kind of don't like that the screen turns even darker and wobbly and stuff like that when there is dialogue. Why not just play the dialogue? Because it's really hard to see things when it's like that. So is he gonna be right here still, or has he reset? Let's see. Carefully cutting the man open made him think. This is how father must feel about his craft. Being an artisan, relying on one skill to perform something so delicate grants a certain form of pride. Alright, I think we're good. So maybe I should just put the chunk of meat down on the ground, because maybe this guy will always... And the door is not broken anymore, which is strange. So let's see, is that guy always coming from the right? Maybe? Are there multiple guys? I don't know. It's a really cool looking place, this one, though. I'm just waiting for some of these areas to loop back into areas we've been before that we couldn't open up. Bucket of tar.
12th of August, 1839. Banishment ritual is taking longer than expected, and we have to do what is needed. I spend my time helping out the prisoners. Being around these degenerates makes me ill. None of them even tries to face their punishment with any kind of dignity. They taunt me with their lies of innocence and their cowardly pleas of mercy. What can make a man fall so far from the grace of a civilized existence? They are all wicked men, and I remind myself of it constantly. Still, I am thankful for God sending these monsters our way, as they will serve as the instruments of my salvation. I try to study the different tools in the torture chamber and learn how to use them effectively. Last time was messy, and the effect suffered from my inexperience. When the next warding is to be performed, I shall be ready.
Is he speaking of the ghouls that we've been facing? Are these just monsters coming over here from another dimension? Is that what they've been keeping in the cells? Or are they actually making experiments on regular people? The prisoners being around these degenerates. I think they're just using regular people, and Daniel has become, I guess, fond of punishing people because they're wrong. It won't budge. Well, good thing we got a slab of meat. Bucket of tar. I don't think tar will help me either. Not the crank either. It's solid metal and in good shape. This is no use, alright. Is there a zoom function? I don't think there is. Yeah, I wish I kind of could zoom in once in a while. I'm not sure if this smoke is dangerous. I'm gonna avoid it if I can. So once again, it seems like the enemy shows up the first time and not again. Which is strange. Alright, what do we have here? I guess we need to turn this off or get a shield or something to pass through. I'm not gonna stick my hand into it. I'm not gonna fall for that again. The pedestal has a smooth hemispherical depression at the top. Maybe for an orb. Or for a slab of meat. You never know. Maybe I should fill it with tar. It doesn't make any sense, but you know, it does make a lot of sense. Even the meat? No. Alright, the tar was correct, but I still think we need to position something right there. So it did nothing for this thing. I kind of want to touch it to see if it says something. Of course it doesn't. All is good. Alright, but we did get a note, so it might have been worth it actually. A mystic barrier blocks the passage in the chancel. The pedestal in chancel has a depression in it that could fit an orb. Its shattered pieces lie scattered in the torture rooms. Oh, we actually need to check those a little bit more carefully then. And I guess we needed the tar to keep the pieces together, maybe. But at one point they did say that the orb kind of rejected the glue that they were trying to hold it together with, so the tar shouldn't be needed. But we might be working with the bad set of orbs here. The scattered orb. All is lost. I must once again start over. Ever since I recovered the orb first found by Agrippa, I have depended on it for my research. The incident with Wilhelm made me most impetuous. Fearing a paucity of prisoners, I proceeded with the final ritual without proper foresight. The orb cracked and fell into 6 parts. I have tried everything, but have yet to mend the thing. Unless I can think of a way to piece it together, I will have to find another. There is still life in the pieces, and even if the orb isn't restored, it might be able to salvage some of its power for some other purpose, yes. Centuries have passed in vain, and I begin to wonder if I will ever be able to see my love again. How much longer can I sustain my life? Yes, I don't think Alexander is a god. He's kind of trying to become one, in a sense. To see his love. His love might not be a romantic interest, but it could be. And she, or he, or it, or whatever it is, might be in a different realm that he... either she or it went there by themselves, or maybe he's just glimpsed something through... from the other side. Can we break these vases? Something. Could be a throne, actually. But it's a weird spot for a throne. I think it's something else. Correct? No? Sacrificial table, I would say. I don't think I'm supposed to get behind this, and I might not be able to get up from there if I actually drop down. I don't think I'm supposed to be here. But you know, if there was a manual save, I would definitely use it. And try that. So am I supposed to do anything here? Maybe we need to sacrifice. Maybe we should put the meat down here. I got no reason to do this, but... okay. Alright, so we need to find the scattered pieces of the orb.
Is this your time witnessing Daniel? If so, blame yourself. You started this. You sent me that letter asking for help, and this is how you repay me? How dare you?
So, where is Alexander now? Is he still alive? Is he in a different realm? Am I in a different realm? I guess he might be somewhere in our realm, actually. I think one of our, like, the first sentences in the game was something about Alexander is deep in blah 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 somewhere. Find him and kill him. And I guess we're just linked telepathically somehow. Because of reasons.
Just like Regent's Park.
So I guess our mission is to find the pieces of the orb. And I think I'm actually gonna stop pretty soon, because I think we got a similar chunk left of the game, and since I'm not gonna be able to finish it today anyway, might as well save something for next week. Such filth, he thought. Good men can safely cheer their departure, as they are nothing but a burden to mankind. So I guess we need to look a little bit closer in all of these. They're all closed. I think I should be able to spot them pretty easily. Maybe where there was smoke. Maybe that is a clue for where to find them. Or maybe I need a certain item to actually see them. The pieces. Maybe they're weird that way. Maybe I just need to light the regular lights in there. Yeah, one of these two had the smoke, I think. Maybe one of these two. This one did, right? Nah, it might just have been a pipe then. Well, we got some more rooms as well, I think, so... We need to find 6 pieces, though. That's not it.
Daniel, good to see you. You should hurry, Daniel. No time for sitting around.
I'm hurrying, dude. Cannot be opened from here.
You're a good boy, Daniel, and I appreciate your compliment. But I believe you have more important things to take care of.
Yes, we do. Well, let's save and quit right here on this lovely, lovely view, shall we? Let's save and exit. And yeah, man, it's a really good game. It's still a little bit surprising that, to me, this feels more like a puzzle game that happened to have some nasty enemies and some horror elements to the environment and the story. But I'm still surprised that it's not as scary as I would have thought it was. Which is good. Which is good. I've just expected a little bit more out of it from that part. I'm fine with the game the way it is. A couple of things with the AI and the enemy spawn, and it's not logical, which might make sense in the game world. You know, it is supernatural stuff going on, but from a gameplay perspective, I would have wanted more rigid enemies. Just patrolling, maybe not a certain path, but at least a logical way for them to move back and forth. And if they don't see you, move to the spot where they last saw you, then move back. Make me figure out a way to get past them. Well, kind of what we did with the rocks. But then he just showed up right on me anyway without even us hearing him running through the water. Or if he just teleported, I don't know. But then again, then the enemies are just gone next time you try it out. So it seems like the enemies are just thrown in for killing you. And then you can do what you're supposed to do. I don't know. But man, I like it a lot. And I think we got a similar portion left of the game, maybe 3 to 4 hours. So yeah, I'm gonna save that for next week. And next week, I do believe I'm on my regular times. Some of the days I won't be. I don't remember which days it is. But yeah, we're gonna continue this next week. Tomorrow, we're gonna continue Dishonored 2. So that's gonna be fun as well. Also, a fun game with some weird mechanics, so that's gonna be fun. But thank you for hanging out, and hope to see you soon. Bye-bye.